Yeah, so I think if you look at OnlyFans and what they've done to their creators by cutting them out, obviously OnlyFans was built based around the adult industry, and that's where it sort of really got traction and gained momentum. So for them to now backflip on their user base and cut them out because of credit card payment processing issues and credit cards cracking down on their use case and their ability to make those transactions and payments, that's where Pleasurely and NSFW will stand out. And we're built for the adult industry, by the adult industry, with a token payment system that is designed for the adult industry as well. So there's no middleman for us. There's no third-party payment provider. We are the payment provider. We are the platform itself. So everything that we do is designed for the creators and around that. So I think that's where the advantage for content creators comes in for Pleasurely, and then also the anonymity for the user itself. So they've got the ability to have these interactions and these personal one-on-one connections with their favorite adult content providers in an intimate scenario that's private. It's not on their credit card statement. They can be able to do that sort of stuff and enjoy that without the fear of showing up on their bank statement when they're going for a home loan or having their wife find out about it, or whatever the case may be. So we've really covered from end to end, from the payment side right through to the platform side.
Which makes total sense, because when you look at OnlyFans and Fansly and sites like that, I mean, in the centralized world, like if they decide to wipe out all their adult content, which we thought that they were going to do when they had that announcement, all the creators are basically screwed. So I guess another value is the fact that XXX Nifty and from an NFT platform, and obviously Pleasurely, like you guys are on chain, so the content it's not going anywhere because it's on chain. So I guess that's another huge benefit, right? And maybe Ella, from that perspective, like, do you have any concerns around sites like Fansly, the fact that they are centralized? And like I could tell you, from marketing in the cannabis industry, we had our YouTube channel just completely shut down because they all of a sudden decided that cannabis educational content wasn't going to fly, and so our channel was completely gone. And you see it all the time with Instagram, with Twitter, like performers, just their accounts being completely shut down because of the content. Can you speak to that, Ella?
Yeah, so the beauty of having, XXX Nifty power this Pleasurely website is that it allows those types of content that normally technically wouldn't be seen as immoral or, wrong or anything. It's just, there's some Puritan laws still in place with a lot of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, to kind of like keep things safe and whatnot. But here it allows a space that's not only safe but protected for creators and users. It's not just a one-sided here, and it benefits a lot of people who have issues right now with I know Pornhub had the issue where they had to take away the credit cards, and then OnlyFans kind of came afterwards, and they're still technically going to have to make a decision on what to do. They just delayed it, and so people are still going to have to find a home to where they can do this type of content and not be turned away, not be shied away. And I think the main difference, at least with Pleasurely versus OnlyFans, is that we have the likeness and the vision with adult creators in mind, because I myself as an adult creator, I don't know anyone at OnlyFans that is an adult creator, and if they are like literally working on a staff to be able to put their perspectives in mind and in first, that definitely puts us ahead of the game in a sense, and kind of clears any type of obstacles that may come with doing this type of content. Now, of course, we do technically have like terms of service and obviously content that pretty much everyone on board wouldn't be for, and illegal things, but stuff like this I feel like needs to have a dedicated platform. That way we don't get the rug pulled underneath us like what happened.
No, and that makes sense because the guys, like, let's be honest, like it's hard to, get a following of 1 million, 2 million, even 300,000 people, and just to have it kind of yanked from you because you didn't comply with, content rules is kind of bullshit. So, I think this is such a huge win for creators in this space.
So for creators, the main reason why they would want to use us over OnlyFans and our ecosystem, I mean, first of all, there's a few benefits to just cryptocurrency in general. It's not necessarily unique to us, but we're one of the only real legitimate cryptocurrency spaces here. So it's inherently kind of unique to us. When you use cryptocurrencies for purchases, there's no chargebacks. That's like a major problem with independent creators. So you can't actually have like a person put in a payment, it's pending, they get your content, then they pull it back. That actually can't happen with cryptocurrency whatsoever. That problem's just completely solved there. As well, it is increased anonymity as well, as the others have said, where the buyer is not going to see anything on their credit card that says like, oh, this is from Sexy Girl 69 or whatever. And also, it can be fully tracked semi-anonymously on the ledger of the blockchain itself. So you can see, is this a repeat buy or anything like that still either way. For creators as well, I gave this in a pitch earlier, but essentially, because we're in this cryptocurrency space, they're not going to have this problem that they're having with OnlyFans itself, where they can potentially be kicked off the platform. That can happen with any sort of credit card based websites such as Fansly or Fancentro or anything like that. It's really only in this cryptocurrency space whatsoever that you can even escape, being persecuted by all these different people, because we're in a decentralized space. So there's no one entity that can just come to us and just say, shut it down, basically, other than like, straight up like the US government. And we're a global company at the end of the day. We don't have to abide by one specific company's rules or legislation or anything like that. So it's truly like one of the few real safe places for sex workers. And then also, like, what we're trying to do really is not just have that by default, but we're trying to put people that are in the adult industry, people that are sex workers, in positions of power within this company. So when you're seeing Ella here, I mean, she's actually in a management level position here. We have equity partners that are also sex workers, people that have profit share, things like that, that we actually listen to them. We put them in a place where, they say, look, this is what sex workers are really looking for. This is what we can do to benefit them. There's not a lot of other companies, credit card or cryptocurrency, that are doing anything like that in the adult industry that's explicitly trying to listen to what the creators really want and what can benefit them, and to basically protect them in one way or another. So I don't think you'll see anything like that, even if it was OnlyFans. Like, OnlyFans just recently even acknowledged that they even have sex workers on their platform officially. They didn't even do it until after they banned sex workers initially, and now they've run back on it, and they finally admitted they have sex workers on the platform and said the words sex workers. But it's just something they were always just swept under the rug, and people weren't paying attention to them. And that's not a problem we have here. We can acknowledge you guys. We want you to work on our platform, and we want to make money with you guys. You make money, we make money, basically, at the end of the day.